Justin Thomas, 3 over 73 today. Justin, off to a tough start, but you really righted the ship. Can you talk us through that?
Yeah, got off to a good start. I was hitting the ball well. Hit some quality shots there on 13 and really hit my first putt just a little too hard and hit a good putt on that short one, just didn't go in. And, it was just one of those days where things, some of the par putts could have gone in or I could have chipped it just a little bit closer. But, at the end of the day, I drove it so bad that over the course of 18 holes, it's going to catch up to me. And it did, in those first 10.
Justin, do you feel like when you look back at tournaments you've won, do you look at days where you just didn't have it and you were able to limit the damage like a day like today?
Absolutely. I mean, I said that yesterday. Every single person in this tournament is going to go through a stretch where they get a bad run, especially here. Mine just happened to be, I played probably a 7-hole stretch, maybe 5 over or something like that. And so that is what it is. I wasn't driving it well and had a couple putts that easily could have gone in that kind of just stayed out. But I just stayed positive and kept fighting because I know that, a 3 over is better than a 4 over, and today easily could have been a 6 or 7. So, I'm proud of myself for how I hung in.
Listen, was there a shot or a moment that helped kind of key your turnaround?
That birdie on 3 was pretty sick. That was, a 5-wood in there, 228 into the wind, and then it was a really, really tough putt. And I'm sure you could see with kind of the sun hitting the greens, they weren't exactly rolling true, but that's how Poana is, and everybody has to deal with it in the afternoon. And that was a very, very quick double breaking putt, and that was nice just to, after playing number 2 perfectly and just having it lip out to birdie that hole it almost feels like an eagle.
And a massive gallery roar too.
Yeah, from my Louisville people back there.
When you're struggling like you were with the driver today and you seem to find some sort of correction mid-round, does that give you almost more confidence because you know you can do it on the fly? You don't have to fix it overnight or in the morning?
Yeah, I've usually been, or in the past, I've been good at that. I know that I can always kind of go to a big cut if I need to, but unfortunately this course is very good for a cut. So, that's why holes like 16 for me are tough. 1, the like tee shots like 2 I like, 5 or 4 is tough, 5 is tough. It's just, for me, like yesterday was one of the days where I really was driving it nice and I was actually working it both ways, which is something that I don't do too often off the tee. And the firmer the fairways get, the harder they're going to be for me to hit. But if I'm hitting it well, I should be able to get the ball to come down where I want to be able to hold the fairway. So the holes that I felt like I had the room to start it and carve it, I was able to hit the fairways. But, some of them they had a hard time fitting my eye, and I just didn't execute really from there.
How do you feel about your position only a couple back?
It's good. It's better position than I've been in the U.S. Open before. So this isn't exactly a place you go out and, try to shoot 6 or 7 under to catch up. Just have to stay patient and play my own game. I'm not going to worry about what everyone else is doing because, you could shoot 80 just as easily as you could shoot 68. So I just need to stay focused and, most importantly, go home and get some rest because I'm pretty tired.
When things are going a little sideways like that, does Jimmy say anything like to get you back on track, or do you not want anybody to say anything? Do you want to have to find a better headspace just by yourself?
Nah, he knows what to do, and that's what happens over 6 years or whatever, 5 years, whatever it's been since we've worked together. It's he knows what to say. He knows when not to say something. But the thing is it 5 over at a, I hate to say regular golf course, but a regular golf course is different than 5 over out here. I wasn't playing well, but I wasn't that far off. I was hitting a lot of putts that just were burning edges, and with the wind on greens this severe and when you're playing that much break on putts, you can easily misgauge it and lip it out or just not quite play enough. And he knew and I knew that we were close to getting something and at least making some pars or throwing in a birdie or 2. And, he just kind of his thing he always says to me is stay patient. Good things will happen. We just got to keep playing our game, and that's what we did.
Thanks.
Thanks, Justin.